Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in, baby. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to get ready to rock and roll here. It's another night of wicked racing action. It is the DNA Motorsports Sim 500 Dirt Series with the Dirt Street Stocks live from Charlotte Motor Speedway here. We're going to get ready to rock and roll here any moment now as these drivers and done their practice session. They're going to get ready to go green flag racing in just a little bit here. Some green flag, well, a little bit of qualifying action, and then right into the heat races. Woo! It's gonna be good, baby. This is gonna be good, chat. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is gonna be good. Woo! Oh! 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 Oh, baby, this is gonna be good, chat. Who doesn't love some street stock action? What's this? Rumor has it Cody Gagliano broke his walker tonight. Old age sucks. It does suck. Old age does suck, and I mean, that sucks that Cody broke his walker. Hopefully he can get that back up. Hopefully he can get that fixed. Hopefully he can get back, back to mobility. He's got to get that walker working again. It's gonna be rough. That's gonna be rough for him. I mean, that's gonna suck for him, man. That walker's got to get up and going, man. He's got to be able to have that mobility. Let's go, Craig, Mr. Deacon. Yo, Skylar Pruitt, my boy Skylar coming in with the 96-star dono. Skylar, homie, much love, my boy Skylar. Listen, man, I've been looking at your updates and everything else, man. I hope everything, honestly, you and your wife, your kid, you guys are in my heart, man. You guys are in my heart. Hopefully everything goes good for you guys. Hopefully everything works out perfect, man, and everything is a-okay over there in the Pruitt household, man. That sucks, homie. That sucks. Prayers sent out to Skylar Pruitt and his family, racing for them tonight. Yeah, man, I think we all are, man. We are all honestly racing. We're all doing everything tonight for Skylar. Love to see him in here still, showing the love, man. That's awesome. Go get him, Putter Bo. Cheering on Mr. Chad Putter Bo Jim. Let's go. Let's go. Cheering him on. Where the hell have I been? What happened to the beard? Oh my god, Randy, you missed it, my boy. We shaved it off. What was that? Sunday night, I think we shaved it off, something like that. Sunday night, we shaved her off. Gone. It sucks. It's so weird not having it. Appreciate you, buddy. We appreciate you. We appreciate you, Skylar. My boy, we appreciate you. Got MIR scheduled for tomorrow. Okay, yeah. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of stuff, man. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of tests and everything else, homie, and I hope everything comes back good. But I hope whatever is the issue, I hope they find it, and I hope they resolve it in a quick instance, and it's nothing too major.
Let's go!
That sucks, man. That sucks, man. Reading those updates, I'm like breaking my heart reading those, man. Breaking my heart reading those. All right. These drivers out on the racetrack right now for a little bit of qualifying efforts. See that 10 ride of Jim Revis out there, Joshua Ellie out there, as well as that Ely Mr. number 09 ride out on the racetrack. We see Jason Gunnell's out there in the 444 machine as well. Bryce Dickinson in the 84. That next level racing number 84 ride. See Cody Ernest out there as well in the 88 machine in that Premier Racing Setups ride. A lot of fast cars in here once again. A lot of very quick drivers. A lot of fast drivers out here looking to try to get it done here once again tonight. We see Shane Yates out there in his Premier Racing Setups ride as well. James Stockton looking to have a great run in that Householder Racing number 37 machine. Jim Revis and that iRacing iFlag Papa Mike Promotions number 57 out there. Right now, James Stockton with the quickest lap time. Jim Revis there in second. Joshua Ely, Shane Yates, and Jason Gunnell's rounding out our top 10 here in this qualifying effort. Ty Dickinson in that 67 DWR machine out there. Cody Gagliano in the 20R ride out onto the racetrack as well. We'll have to see if Cody can work his way towards the front of the field, and he does. Cody Gagliano to the top of the charts here as the 20R ride now with the quickest lap time here in qualifying. Woo! Let's go. Let's go, Cody. The old man showed him how to get it done. Cody Gagliano picking up the top spot here quickly in this one. The 20R ride looking like he means business here tonight. I don't know if he broke a walker or not, Ty. I think he's just gotten faster, homie. Yo, Cody Ernest, my boy Cody coming in with that share on the stream. Cody Gagliano with the like and the share. Alex Brewer coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Michael Dickinson, Papa Mike coming in, showing that love. What is good, Papa Mike? Chad Putterbo with that heart reaction. Ty Dickinson with the heart reaction. Bryce Lamar Jordan coming in with the hearts as well. Bryce coming in with that share. Craig Michael Deacon with that like on the stream. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it, baby. Y'all know what to do, man. Smash that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you smash that like button and that subscribe button as well as we continue to work on.
Let's go!
200 subscribers. We're oh so close. We're 8 subscribers away over there on YouTube Gaming. Be able to hit that 200 subscriber marker. We're getting real close over there to that one, so that's nice to see. It's nice to see some growth over there, more and more and more. Yeah, we are all praying for Skylar, man. We're all praying for Skylar, his daughter, and his wife, his whole family, man. I'm sure that's a very, very tough time that each and every one of them are going through, man. That is always rough. Nick, shave your face like Peacemakers? Yeah, come on, Nick. Come on now, join the club, bro. Join the club. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't shave your face, bro. Don't shave it. Do not shave your beard, whatever you do, Nick. Don't ever do it. Nick coming in with that like. Taylor Welch coming in, smashing that like as well. Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like qualifying coming to a close here. Everybody's got their lap times in. That means we're going to get ready here for heat race action.
Let's
heat
go.
Race number 1 about to get underway as we're about to get ready to go. We're about ready to go to battle here. We're about ready to go to battle here for these drivers, man. These guys about ready to go to war here on this racetrack. The dirt track at Charlotte, always oh so pretty, and these guys looking to, yeah, no thank you, Nick. Yeah, these guys are looking to, they're looking to try and pick up the checkered flag, man, but there's a lot of fast competition here again tonight. There's a lot of fast cars, and we don't even have Hackney out there. We don't have Jamie Massey out there either. So, you know, there's a lot of fast drivers that aren't even in here, but there's still 5, 10, 15 different drivers that I could see parked down here in Victory Lane at the end of the evening, man. It's going to be a great battle here once again tonight. And all these drivers are going to be giving it their every little shot to try to get up there and pick up this checkered flag. We're going to get ready here for heat race number 1. Heat race number 1 going to get underway here as we see these drivers starting to load into the sim here.
Let's go!
We're going to get ready here for the first race of the evening.
Let's go!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, starting on the pole in this one. You got a good look at them right there. Is that Elite Performance Industries NH Lens Next Level Racing Ride. The Papa Mike promotion machine, the 20R of Cody Gagliano. To his outside in the iRacing I-Flag, Papa Mike Promotions DWR number 57, that is Jim Revis. Starting in position number 3 in that Scott Bloomquist throwback paint scheme right there. We see that Speed Ranch Setups ride. That is Jason Gunnels in the 444 machine. To his outside in the 10 ride. It's another one of those DWR rides. That is Mr. Lon Franks. Starting in position number 5 in the Premier Racing Setups, number 88, that is Cody Ernest. Into his outside in the 45 ride, that is Steven Barrow. And starting inside a row number 4 in the 67 ride, that is Ty Dickinson. Into his outside in the 77 ride, that is Daniel Northcutt. We see Dustin Fryer in the 11 machine, Shannon Wood in the 02, and Doug Sigmund in the 04 here, rounding out the field as we got 11 drivers getting ready here for heat race number 1. Looking like top 4 drivers are going to transfer through to the A-main. Who didn't grid? I think everybody grid. Everyone's out there tonight. Everyone's out there for this one. I believe everybody's on the racetrack as we're going to get ready here to set these drivers loose for heat race number 1. Heat race number 1 about to get underway. Cody Gagliano and Jim Revis lead us down here to the green flag, and already some contact, some beating and banging. They're 3 wide here for that third spot on the racetrack here. Cody Ernest down on the bottom side. Here comes Ty Dickinson. Ty gonna shove his nose into this battle as well as they continue to battle. 3, 4 wide, some beating and banging, more contact throughout the field here as our top 3 trying to break away. Cody Gagliano out in front, Jim Revis and Lon Franks right there in second and third. Cody Ernest holding on to that 4th and final transfer spot as they're 3 wide, 4 wide right there behind them. As they're all trying to catch up and trying to work their way into the show here. See Jason Canals right down through the middle. Ty Dickinson taking a peek down low here again. The 45 ride of Stephen Barrow up on the high side here is the 45 ride looking for those big runs. Right now, it looks like the middle side of the racetrack is definitely the quickest way around. This track still has a lot of traction, a lot of grip in it, and it's barely slicked off at all. See those top 4 drivers all single file here trying to break away from the rest of the pack. Cody Ernest in that 4th and final transfer spot trying to hold on here as that 88 ride trying to work himself into the show here. Got a little bit of a gap, a good-sized little gap there over Jason Canals as Canals has slid back there into 5th. Ty Dickinson right there in 6th, side by side with the 45 ride as Stephen Barrow trying to work his way closer and closer to the front. And here comes Dustin Fryer. Fryer in the 11th ride here tonight, looking very good as well. He's going to make a move, make a little bit of contact there with the 45, but he's going to slide himself up into position number 7. He's going to go to work here on the 67 ride of Ty Dickinson. Is Ty right there in position number 6. You see the 11 ride's going to slide in there. They make a little bit of contact. A little bit of contact right there. Going to try to get this bad boy reloaded up there. There we go. Cody Gagliano still out in front. Cody continuing to lead the way. Jim Revis there in second. Lon Franks in position number 3. Cody Ernest still holding on to that 4th and final transfer spot. Jason Canals, though, slowly, ever so slightly closing in on him, but this is the last lap, so one more time down the backstretch into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. It's the old man of Cody Gagliano who's gonna pick up the checkered flag here in heat race number 1. Lon Frank's gonna come home in second over Jim Revis and Cody Ernest as Ernest picks up that 4th and final transfer spot into the A-main. Everybody else, unfortunately, going to be going to the Consolation race. That's Canals, Fryer, Northcutt, Wood, Sigmund, Ty Dickinson, and Stephen Barrow, unfortunately, all going to that Consolation race as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 starting to load into the Simmons. We're going to get ready to rock and roll here with some more more street stock action right now. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it, baby. Oh, this is going to be good. Yo, TNA Motorsports coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Cecil Kirkpatrick coming in with that like as well. Jeremy Vaughn with that care reaction. Vicky Scholler, Vicky coming in, showing that love with the heart reaction. Jason Canals and Shane Yates coming in with the likes as well. Shane coming in, smashing that share as well on the stream. Let's get it. Let's get it, Shaner. Let's get it, my boy. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what to do, man. Smash that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here. Heat race number 2 rolling out on the racetrack. Starting on the pole in this one in the 37 ride, that is James Stockton. To his outside in the NLR number 09, that is Joshua L. Ely. Starting inside of row number 2 in the NLR number 1 machine, that is Alex Brewer. Into his outside in the DWR Papa Mike Promotions number 22, that is Chad Putterbo. Starting inside of row number 5 in the 4 ride, that is Joey Brewer. Into his outside in the 14 ride, that is Cecil Kirkpatrick. Starting in position number 7 in the 43 is Grady Ehrman, and alongside him in the 21, that is William Duckworth. Then we see Gary Clark and Tanner Lyon round out our field here. 10 more drivers going to battle here. 4 more are going to transfer through into the A-main. So 4 more drivers going to work their way into the show here. And here you go as we're going to go back to green flag racing here for heat race number 2 of the Sim 500. TNA Motorsports Dirt Street Stock Series. James Stockton,
Let's
the
go.
great run here, trying to slide up and clear the 09 ride as he's going to try to stay out in front, but the 09 of Ellie is going to battle back strong here on the bottom side. They're going to make a little bit of contact as they're too wide there right behind them. Chad Putterbo in that fourth and final transfer spot as our leaders side by side still, as James Stockton is not going to give up that top spot here. He's going to continue to battle right up on the high side. A big run, a little bit of a slide job over the nose of the 37. So now it's Ely out in front leading the way. Alex Brewer right there in position number 2. He's going to take a look to the outside here, that 37 ride, as you see that orange and black number 22 ride holding on to that fourth and final transfer spot. Cecil Kirkpatrick right there behind him in the 14 ride. He's got Grady Ehrman there in position number 6. William Duckworth there as well. The 4 ride of Joey Brewer in the 18 of Tanner Lyon right there as well, as all these drivers trying to work closer and closer to the front. Gary Clark, unfortunately, a little bit farther behind here in that 10th position on the racetrack for that 221 ride as he slipped back a little bit, maybe a little bit of contact there for the 221 ride as he's starting to lose touch with the rest of the field here, and no caution flags is going to be very tough for him to work himself back into contention here. As you can see these guys continue to beat and bang back here. Tanner Lyon, the 4 ride of Joey Brewer, William Duckworth still side by side here. It's Joshua Ely out in front though. Ely showing the way, but here comes that 1 ride of Alex Brewer. Brewer is going to jump up here. He's going to try to take that top spot away here as he looking down low and underneath of the 09 machine. James Stockton right there in position number 3. Chad Putterbo's reeled these guys in, so we got a nice little 4-car battle at the front of the field, and now you can throw in Cecil Kirkpatrick, as Kirkpatrick is right there as well, putting the pressure right onto the back bumper here of Chad Putterbo. As they come off corner number 4, we're going to see that white flag fly, so one more time around. So one more time around here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Top 4 going to transfer through. This is the battle right here. Joshua Ely out in front all by himself, side by side here for that 4th spot on the racetrack, looking for a big run out of the 14 ride up on the high side. But Chad Putterbo is going to hold on to that 4th and final transfer spot. That means Joshua Ely, Alex Brewer, James Stockton, and Chad Putterbo are all going to transfer through into the A-main. Everybody else, unfortunately, there behind Putterbo is going to be going to the consolation race, as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 3. Heat race number 3 about to get underway here. These drivers start to load into the sim here. We're going to get a look at our starting lineup, and starting on the pole in this one. In that 55 ride, that is Cody Myers. Myers starting on the pole here for heat race number 3 to his outside. In the 11 ride, that is Shane Yates in that Premier Racing Setups number 11. Starting inside a row at number 2 in the NLR Elite Performance Industries number 21C, that is Charles Barnes. And to his outside in the 8 ride, that is Jeremy Vaughn. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 84 ride is the Apex Designs, Elite Performance Industries, Grip Hackney, NH Lens, Papa Mike Promotions, number 84 of Bryce Dickinson. To his outside in the 08, that is, actually it's the 77 ride there of John Quill Jr. Then we see Joel Phillips there in the 78. Gary Gagliano in the 42 ride, the 44 of Justin Hopkins, and bringing up the rear of the field in the 747 ride. That is the TNA Motorsports number 747 of Taylor Welch. As we got 10 more drivers, 8 more laps, and 4 more transfer spots as we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Cody Myers, Shane Yates out in front. They're going to lead us back down to the green flag here as we are back to green flag racing. Cody Myers out in front here looking for a big run off corner number 2. His teammate is going to try to follow him right on through. As you can see, this battle for that top 4 already starting to heat up. Bryce Dickinson right there in that 5th position. He's ready to pounce as he's trying to reel in the 8 ride of Jeremy Vaughn, in the 11 of Shane Yates, as Charles Barnes looking to try to take the lead here down on the bottom side, side by side. Cody Myers and Barnes Off at the front of the field, and they're side by side right there behind him as Shane Yates sliding back into position number 4 here by Jeremy Vaughn. Getting a little loose right there underneath of him. That's going to bring the 84 ride of Bryce Dickinson, John Quill Jr., and Joel Phillips right there to their back bumper. Justin Hopkins there in 8th. Gary Gagliano there in 9th, and Taylor Welch bringing up the rear of the field. Getting up into the outside wall there a little bit. He's going to lose a little bit of momentum and some ground here on this lead pack as Charles Barnes out in front all by himself here, looking to run away with heat race number 3. Cody Myers there in 2nd. Jeremy Vaughn trying to take that 3rd spot. Still away from the 11 of Shane Yates as they continue to battle side by side. Bryce Dickinson doing a great job staying right there, ready to pounce. If anything happens between any of these drivers in front of him, he's going to be ready to jump up there and take that spot away. The 8 ride blinking a little bit there. Hopefully no connection lost or anything else there for Jeremy Vaughn. As you can see, Bryce Dickinson with a big run now as he's right there on the back bumper of that 8 ride. See how close Bryce Dickinson is to the back bumper of the 8 ride of Jeremy Vaughn as Bryce trying to work his way into the show here, looking for some big runs, looking down now to the bottom side of the racetrack as he sees that TNL Myers ride right down on the bottom side. He's going to try to pull up dead even here with the 8 ride of Jeremy Vaughn as Bryce Dickinson trying to work his way into the show. A big run here from John Quill Jr. Quill right onto the back bumper as that 777 ride now going to throw his hat into the ring here as he's going to try to work his way into the show as we see that white flag fly in one more time down the backstretch here for Charles Barnes. So Barnes is going to pick up heat race win number 3. Shane Yates going to come home in 2nd. Cody Myers in 3rd, and Jeremy Vaughn is going to hold on for that 4th and final transfer spot. That means Dickinson, Quill Jr., and everybody else, unfortunately, going to the consolation races. We're going to get ready here for our first consolation race of the evening. Not sure how this one is going to be scored. So it looks like the top 3 drivers here out of the C-main, the top 3 cars from the C-main are going to work their way in to the show here. So top 3 are going to transfer through into the B-main, and I do believe everybody from the B-main is going to make it into the A-main, but these 3 out of these 11 drivers are going to continue on racing here tonight. 7 drivers, actually 8 drivers, unfortunately, going to be going home early here as we're going to get ready for our C-main action as these drivers get loaded into the sim, starting on the pole in that Rocky Top Race Wraps Dirt Series Dirty Monkey Motorsports number 78 ride. That is Joel Phillips. And to his outside in the 2 ride, that is Mr. Shannon Wood. Starting inside of row number 2 in the 18 machine, that is Tanner Lyon. And to his outside in the 44, that is Justin Hopkins. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 04 is Doug Sigmund. And to his outside in the 021, that is William Duckworth. Starting inside a row at number 4 in the 42 in the live wire racing ride, that is Gary Gagliano. Into his outside in the DWR iRacing iFlag Pop-Up Mike Promotions number 67, that is Ty Dickinson. We see Taylor Welch and Gary Gagliano bringing up position number 9 and 10 on the racetrack in the 45 ride of Stephen Barrow. The rear of the field here. So Barrow going to be looking to try to pass a lot of drivers and work his way into the show. He's going to have to pass all the way up into at least position number 3 as only the top 3 cars are going to transfer through into the A-main. Came here for a show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here you go as we're going to get ready to set them loose here for our C-main action as the green flag out in the air. Joel Phillips out in front here. The 0-2 rider Shannon Wood looking to quickly try to break away from the rest of the field. Shannon Wood, though, goes way up the racetrack as they're 3 wide there for position number 2. Here comes Ty Dickinson right down the middle. Ty working himself up inside the top 5 here already. William Duckworth trying to jump up there and make some moves as well as Duckworth up on the extreme high side looking for some big runs as Ty Dickinson down on the bottom side. Joel Phillips out in front as you can see him side by side. Right there for position number 2 is Justin Hopkins and Tanner Lyon battle for that third spot and second spot on the racetrack. He's got Shannon Wood and Ty Dickinson right there behind him as Ty still trying to work his way around that 0-2 of Shannon Wood. Shannon Wood and Ty Dickinson now have their eyes set on trying to get around this 18 right of Tanner Lyon as Lyon bouncing around here. Some more contact deeper in the field as Stephen Barrow getting some contact there with the 0-4 of Doug Sigmund. Sigmund almost taking that 45 right out, but he's going to lose a lot of momentum and a lot of speed there and a couple spots on the racetrack, so a tough break for the 45. It's Ty Dickinson now taking over position number 4 here. He needs to pick up one more spot as he's on the outside looking in here. He needs to jump up and make a move here and try to get around that 18 ride of Tanner Lyon as Lyon in that third and final transfer spot. The 44 ride of Justin Hopkins solidly there in second, and Joel Phillips doing what he needs to do, keeping that 78 ride out in front, trying to work his way into the B-main. Ty Dickinson trying to see his night continue on here, looking for one more spot on the racetrack. Shannon Wood right there as well, trying to work his way into the next stage here as well. So isn't William Duckworth. It's Duckworth right there in position number 6. The top 6 have broken away a little bit here from the rest of the field as now you see a big move up on the high side. Here comes Ty Dickinson. Ty Dickinson to the outside of the 18 ride, looking for another good run here off corner number 4. They make a little bit of contact. It's Ty looking to take that third spot away here from the 18 ride. The 44 slips up a little bit. That's going to bring them right back to these two as they're going to continue the side-by-side battle here for that third and final transfer spot on the racetrack for this C-main. As now you see Shannon Wood, unfortunately, making a little bit of contact, getting super loose. That's going to make the 21 ride of William Duckworth get around him. A little bit of a gap between themselves, and now the 18 ride of Tanner Lyon is Lyon right there in position number 4 on the outside looking in as he's still underneath of Ty Dickinson. These two continue to battle here as this is the white flag the last time around here. Top 3 cars are going to transfer through to the show. Everybody else is going to load up onto the trailer and go home early as a big run here from the 18 ride. Ty Dickinson up on the high side looking for a big drive off as they're going to come off corner number 4. It's Ty Dickinson picking up that third and final transfer spot into the B-main. Joel Phillips and Justin Hopkins working their way to the next round. That means Lyon, Duckworth, Wood, Barrow, Welch, Clark, Sigmund, and Gagliano, unfortunately, all are going to be loading up on the trailer and going home early in this one as we're going to get ready here for our B-main consolation race. Woo! Baby. All right, looks like everybody here is going to work their way into the show, so everyone in this B-main is battling for... They're just battling for starting position here and a little bit of practice. This is going to give them a little bit of a better advantage. They're going to have some more time on the racetrack. They're going to be able to work on their rides. They're going to be able to make sure that they get their, they're going to be able to make sure that they get their cars absolutely perfect and absolutely set up and ready to go here for this A-main feature event as we're going to get ready here for our B-main. Starting on the pole in the 444 ride, that is Jason Ganells, and to his outside in the 14 ride, that is Cecil Kirkpatrick. Starting inside of row number 2 in the 84 ride, that is Bryce Dickinson, and to his outside in the 777 ride, that is John Quill Jr. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 43, that is Grady Ehrman, and to his outside in the 4 ride is Joey Brewer. Starting in position number 7 in the 7-7 ride, that is Daniel Northcutt. And then to his outside in the 44, that is Justin Hopkins. And we see Joel Phillips, Dustin Fryer, and Ty Dickinson rounding out our field here as it looks like Fryer is going to try to start here from the rear. That 11 ride looked very good in his heat race, made some good moves, some good passes here. Work his way into the show no matter what, but he's going to try to start from back at the rear of this one. Try to work his way forward possibly, or he's just going to start the A-main at the back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you came here for a show. Well, here you go as we're going to get ready to set these drivers back loose. Our B-main consolation race. Everybody in here making it into the show here, but they're going to settle where they're going to start the main event from here. This is going to start our lineup for the bottom half of the field. As Jason Canals out in front here on the bottom side is going to look for a big run here over the 14 ride of Cecil Kirkpatrick. Bryce Dickinson's going to try to battle back on the bottom side here. Grady Ehrman right there as well. And Bryce is going to go up the racetrack. A little bit of contact there into the 444 ride. They're still beating and banging as Bryce Dickinson is going to lead lap number 1. Jason Canal is going to get shoved up the track there just ever so slightly, trying to battle back strong here on the high side, though, hanging on to position number 3 as Ehrman right there trying to stay in front of him. You see the 14 ride getting shoved back a little bit as well. Kirkpatrick sliding back. You see the 777 ride of John Quill Jr. Quill trying to work his way closer to the front here, as well as he's trying to make it 3 wide up there for position number 2. They're 3 wide back there is Ty Dickinson on the bottom side, the 77 and Northcutt right through the middle, and the 4 wide of Joey Brewer up on the high side. These guys all beat and bang, a little bit of contact at the front as the 84 ride of Bryce Dickinson has a rear view mirror full of Jason Canals. This Canals right there on his back bumper, maybe give him a little bit of a shot back that he got in that opening lap there. Maybe he's giving him a little bit of payback. Just because that little bit of contact earlier on. As now Grady Ehrman down on the bottom side here, right through the middle. He's side by side now with Bryce Dickinson. Bryce getting some good runs up there on the high side. That high side momentum, but the 43 machine looking very stout right through the middle. They're side by side down across the start-finish line. Looks like Grady Ehrman may have led that lap, so we're going to have a new race leader here. This is the 43 ride of Ehrman is up there, taking that top spot away, working the middle side here, getting some great runs and working himself around Bryce Dickinson. Bryce almost 3 wide there up corner number 4 as we're halfway in and halfway to go here in this consolation race. Ehrman up into the top spot. Bryce Dickinson now battling with the 777 ride of John Quill Jr. as Quill up into position number 3, and he's looking to try to take that second spot away as he's working that middle side as well. Looks like that middle side of the racetrack just continuing to have way more speed here somehow than that high side. The high side usually always comes in very, very good. Maybe as this racetrack continues to slick off, we may see that high side come in more and more and more as they're 3 wide here for position number 2 now. After a little bit of contact between Quill and Bryce Dickinson, that's going to bring Cecil Kirkpatrick into this battle as the 14 ride is now up there as well. And here comes Jason Canals. He's not going to give up, trying to run that high side. As you can see, a big run right there through 3 and 4 for Bryce Dickinson as Bryce is going to hold on to position number 2, but still a lot of hungry drivers right there behind him as Grady Ehrman continues to lead the way. This 43 ride looking very good early on in this one, and that's Speed Ranch number 43 ride. Jason Canals there in 4th. You see Joey Brewer right up into position number 5 now, with Cecil Kirkpatrick sliding back into 6th. Joel Phillips there in 7th with Daniel Northcutt there in 8th. As we're going to see that checkered flag fly, actually, as our overlay definitely decided to freeze there with 4 laps left to go, as it is all Grady Ehrman right there in our B-main picking up that checkered flag. So Ehrman picking up the checkered flag here with a great run there, getting it done in heat race, or our B-main race there. Bryce Dickinson coming home in 2nd. Then we saw everybody else right there behind them still work their way into the show. Nobody's going to go home early as these drivers are going to jump out onto the racetrack for a quick little warm-up session here. They're going to get a quick couple moments to jump out there onto the racetrack, and they're going to get some practice in real quick. Just make sure that they got the right amount of gas in their car, the right setup and everything else. They're going to get a quick look at this racetrack to see what's really happening out there. See them all out there onto the racetrack, trying to see where it's starting to slick off, how this racetrack is starting to look, and how it's going to look here towards the end of this A-main feature event, as we're going to get ready here for our feature event in a few more moments. So ladies and gentlemen, guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that follow button. Or if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, as we're working on 200 followers over there on YouTube Gaming. 200 subscribers. Absolutely insane. Yo, Dustin, Benton, Dakota, Elliott coming in with the reactions. Tara, Lee, Fry, Gearhart coming in with that like on the stream. Cody Ernest with that like. Brandy Fuller coming in with that heart reaction. Brandy, how you doing? Cody, my boy, Tara, Dakota, Dustin, all coming in, showing that love over on Facebook, as we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Ladies and gentlemen, you came here for a show. Well, here you go, as we're going to get ready for our starting lineup. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as these drivers get loaded into the sim, we're going to get ready to rock and roll here. As these drivers all loaded up and ready to rock and roll, starting lineup about to get underway, as starting on the pole in this one, in the 20R ride, that is Cody Gagliano. To his outside in the 09, that is Joshua Ely. Starting inside of row number 2 in the 21C, that is Charles Barnes. Into his outside in the 10 ride, that is Lon Franks. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 1 ride is Alex Brewer. Into his outside in the 11 ride, that is Shane Yates. Starting in position number 7 in the 57, that is Jim Revis. Into his outside, the 37 ride of James Stockton. And we see Cody Meyer starting there in that 9th position. Into his outside in that 10th spot in the 88 machine, that is Cody Ernest. Starting in position number 11 in the 22 is Chad Putterbo. To his outside, we see Jeremy Vaughn. Then we see our B-main feature drivers of Grady Ehrman, Bryce Dickinson, Jason Goodnells, John Quill Jr., Kirkpatrick Brewer, Daniel Northcutt, Justin Hopkins, Joel Phillips, Ty Dickinson, and Dustin Fryer round out the field, as we're going to end all the anticipation with our feature presentation, as we are Green Flag Racing here from the dirt track at Charlotte with the Sim 500 Dirt Series presented by TNA Motorsports. As Joshua Ely out on the high side here, looking for a big run, but here comes Cody Gagliano. They're going to drag race back to the start-finish line. Ely is going to lead lap number 1. So Ely out in front here early on in this one, as Cody Gagliano trying to work his way back around that 09 machine. These guys continue to duke it out. You see Charles Barnes right there, as well as Barnes trying to jump up into the battle here in the front of the field as the 21C ride looking for a good run down on the bottom side. But here comes Lon Franks and Shane Yates as they're 3 wide battling back there for that 5th spot on the racetrack. Alex Brewer in the middle, Jim Revis down on the bottom side, as you can see them still going 3-4 wide all throughout the field here. Some more beating and banging, a couple drivers going around, and we're going to see our first caution flag here. I believe John Quill Jr. pointed in the wrong direction here, and our first caution flag of the evening is going to fly. First caution flag coming out here. So we're going to take a look back and see what happens to John Quill Jr. That 777 machine, unfortunately, and spun around, going the wrong direction here. As looks like he tries to come up the racetrack. Unfortunately, Bryce Dickinson was already there. Some heavy hits there for Justin Hopkins. We saw the 11 ride as well of Dustin Fryer getting a big piece of that one. Take another look at this one right here from, you know what, let's go with the rear chase right here. Oh, man, just unfortunately running out of some room there. Cecil Kirkpatrick with some heavy damage as well. John Quill Jr., unfortunately for him, going around some heavy front-end damage, and that's going to make him restart this one at the rear of the field after getting some work done to that ride. That means we're going to stack everybody back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing as Joshua Ely out in front. Cody Gagliano there in second. Charles Barnes in third. Lon Franks there in fourth. Shane Yates now up inside the top 5 with Alex Brewer, Jim Revis, James Stockton, Cody Myers, and Chad Butterbow rounding out our top 10. We're going to get ready to set these drivers back loose. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button. Jump up into the chat here. Let us know who you're cheering for. Who do you want to see up here in victory lane tonight? Who do you think is going to get it done? Who's going to pick up the checkered flag here in this one? As we're going to get ready to set them back loose. A Delaware restart. So the 09 ride out in front all by himself as a couple of those NLR rides right there behind him. A great restart there for the 09 of Joshua Ely as Ely out in front.
Let's go! Let's go!
All right, as Ely still continuing to lead the way here, the 09 ride out in front. The 20R and the 21C teammates still battling back there for position number 2 as Shane Yates has worked himself up into position number 4, and he's looking for more. The 11 ride of Yates looking very, very good early on in this one as Yates out in front here. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? Why is it getting a little funky monkey here on me, chat? Oh, God. What is going on here? Bear with me here, chat. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. That's better. We fixed that. All right. There we go. Joshua Ely out in front. Cody Gagliano and Charles Barnes right there in second and third. Shane Yates there in position number 4. Lon Franks there in 5th. Alex Brewer there in 6th. As you can see him still beating and banging and battling. 2 wide back here. Bryce Dickinson trying to work himself up inside the top 10 as he's got Cody Myers and Jeremy Vaughn, a couple of his teammates right there in front of him. You see the 37 and the 57 ride right in the middle of that mix, as well as you see some great side-by-side battles back here. This is for that 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th position on the racetrack as see Cody Ernest in the 88 ride, unfortunately sliding back a little bit. So is in the 22 ride of Chad Butterbow as they've slid back just ever so slightly. Dustin Fryer in the 11 ride trying to work himself up through the field here after starting at the rear of the field. The 11 ride now up into position number 16, and he's looking to pick up even more positions on the racetrack as he's sticking that 11 ride right up on the high side here. As this track is still very, very tacky in a lot of positions here. A lot of spots around this racetrack still very tacky. Still quite a bit of racing room around the track as we're starting to see a little bit of a battle here at the front of the field. The 20R ride of Cody Gagliano right down on the bottom side. The 09 of Joshua Ely still out in front, but he's running that high side to the middle of the racetrack here, and Cody making up a little bit of ground once again on him, working that extreme bottom side. Charles Barnes and Shane Yates battling side by side ever so slightly there as Yates trying to work himself up inside the top 3. Lon Franks there in 5th as he's got a whole gaggle of cars right there behind him as you see Cody Myers and Bryce Dickinson about to go side by side there as we're going to see the caution flag fly here. So for the second time tonight, we're going to see that caution flag fly. Little bit of 3, almost 4 wide battling back here. You see the 777 ride of John Quill Jr., the 77 of Daniel Northcutt, and the 44 ride of Justin Hopkins there, and the 67 of Ty Dickinson on the bottom side. It's like a little bit of 4 wide, and it looks like the 77 and the 44 just unfortunately run out of racing room up on the high side of the racetrack. The 77 goes for a wild flip there up into the air and a lot of damage. Their second caution flag coming out. We'll take another look and see what happens here as it's 4 wide racing and unfortunately just running out of room. Nowhere to go up on the high side. And Daniel Northcutt going a little bit airborne there. The 44 ride of Justin Hopkins getting a bunch of damage there as well. So we're going to get these drivers loaded back up and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here in just a few more moments as we're going to get all these drivers stacked back up and ready to go back to green flag racing. All right, as the 09 ride of Joshua Ely out in front, Cody Gagliano and Charles Barnes right there behind him. Barnes and Cody Gagliano have been right there in second and third all night long. Shane Yates took no time at all to work himself up into fourth here as he continues to try to work himself into a podium position. Lon Franks right there in fifth. We see Alex Brewer and the 37 ride of James Stockton, Jeremy Vaughn, and Jim Revis. Cody Myers rounding out our top 10. So he's got Bryce Dickinson, Grady Ehrman, Jason Ganells, and Cody Ernest right there behind him as we're going to get ready to set these drivers back loose as we are back to green flag racing. A great restart there that time by the NLR rides as Joshua Ely up on the high side didn't get quite the run he needed to as Cody Gagliano is going to work down to the bottom side. Charles Barnes is going to stick right there to the high side as both these NLR rides trying to find a way to get around that 09 machine of Joshua Ely as Cody Gagliano trying to pull up side by side with him. Charles Barnes sticking right there to the back bumper of the 09 machine as all three of these guys are teammates. All three of them are NLR drivers. Then you see that Premier Racing ride of Shane Yates right there in fourth. The 10 ride, the DWR machine of Lon Franks there in position number 5. They would love to jump up there and break up this top 3 at the front of the field. Alex Brewer right there trying to join his teammates up there at the front as that one ride trying to work himself up into the battle as well. So isn't the 55 of Cody Myers as Myers up into the wall ever so slightly as he's getting some big runs up there off that high side. Jeremy Vaughn there in position number 10 as he's got Bryce Dickinson trying to get a big run up here on the high side of him as Bryce just there on the outside of the top 10 looking in as the battles at the front of the field are just heating up here as here comes Shane Yates. Yates was trying to take a look down through the middle there, was maybe going to try to go 3 wide for position number 2, thought better of it. He's going to stay right there in position number 3 as that high side looks like it's starting to roll a little bit better here throughout the evening. It's starting to come in a lot more, and these drivers are getting some big runs up there on that high side. You can see Cody Gagliano, unfortunately, starting to slide back as he's stuck down there on the bottom side of the racetrack as they're starting to freight train him up there on that high side. Now you see a couple drivers trying to change things up here, trying to change the script as Charles Barnes up into the outside wall just a little bit. Yates is going to take a look underneath of him, but can't get that run off the corner that he needs to be able to make that pass. Joshua Ely continues to lead the way here out in front. And that number 09 ride has been very good, very stout here all night long as he continues to do a wonderful job of keeping all these drivers at bay, making sure that the 21 ride can't get a big run and get underneath of him here, but he is all over his back bumper as Barnes is still trying to find a way to get around that 09 ride as Shane Yates tries to reel them in once again. Alex Brewer now up into fourth here as Cody Gagliano continues to slide back. The 10 ride of Lon Frank's going to try to look and make the pass there on the 20 ride. So is it James Stockton and Cody Myers. Ladies and gentlemen, you came here for a show. Well, here you go as we're going to crank it up. So crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite driver. Never mind as the caution flag flies. The caution flag flying here once again in this one. The caution flag coming out here. We're going to take a look back and see what happens. It looks like Dustin Fryer in the 11 ride, who's having a good run here. Ty Dickinson there on the bottom side with the 11 ride. Ty making a little bit of contact, and that just spins the 11 ride right around, right in front of quite a few cars. So quickly, iRacing going to throw that caution flag and a tough break there for Dustin Fryer. I'm not sure if Ty is going to get an EOL. They're both pretty far back there right now, so take a look at that one again, as that was a little bit of a weird one here. Just a little bit of contact, and spins the 11 a ride around rather quickly there, and a tough break. Dustin Fryer, that new looking paint scheme there, that 11 ride looking very, very slick out there on the racetrack. That means we're going to stack them all back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. The lights are turned off, that official iRacing pace truck, and we're going to get ready to set them back loose. We'll have to wait and see if Cody Gagliano can work himself back up towards the front there. He lost about 4 positions that last green flag run, but now he's up on the high side here off the bottom side as he's getting freight train down there just ever so slightly, as we're going to go back to green flag racing as the green flag back out in the air here once again. Joshua Ely with a great restart there. The 21C of Charles Barnes right there behind him. Barnes gets up into the outside wall ever so slightly. Shane Yates down through the middle. Here comes Lon Franks down on the bottom side. Yates trying to find something, some way to get around this 21C machine as they're 3 wide there for position number 2. Lon Franks down on the bottom. Shane Yates right through the middle. Charles Barnes up on the high side. Barnes getting a couple shoves there from his teammate in the NLR number 1 ride. As here comes Alex Brewer. Brewer, I don't think he's going to wait around for this one either, as now NLR is all lined up on the high side, as you can see Cody Gagliano up there, that 4th car on that high side here. As Cody going to try to team up here with his teammates as well, maybe create a little bit of a draft up there on the high side. As you can see Cody Myers right there behind him, and Jeremy Vaughn was right there behind them, as well as NLR all up inside the top 10. You see the 37 ride trying to jump up there and break that up. You saw Shane Yates being able to slide into position number 4. These guys continue to make some contact back here. Looks like James Stockton and Cody Myers going to make a little bit of contact and slide back just ever so slightly. The 8 ride of Jeremy Vaughn going to work his way around both of those drivers. Jim Revis now up into that mix as well. Grady Ehrman up there in the 43 ride, and Chad Putterbo with a great run now into position number 12 as he's going to try to crack his way inside the top 10. Bryce Dickinson sliding back ever so slightly as he battles side by side there with his brother in the 67 machine of Ty Dickinson. So the Dickinson boys back here in 15th and 16th. They got Cody Ernest right there in front of them, and Jason Canals is there just on the outside of that top 10 battle here for a good solid top 10 run, as Joshua Ely's got someone to his outside now. Here comes Charles Barnes. Barnes looking for a big run here up on the high side as he's trying to take that top spot away, and it looks like we're going to get a new race leader here as Charles Barnes in that 21C machine is going to take the lead away here as we got a new race leader at the dirt track at Charlotte. Barnes now out in front here. 09 right there in position number 2 as these guys continue to duke it out. We got about 15 more laps left to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into a PeaceMaker game and crank it up. So crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite driver as we're going to crank it up here just for a little bit in this one. All right, is that caution flag coming back out here? So a little bit of contact there. Some of these drivers having some issues through the middle of the track there. So the high side seems to keep on coming in more and more and more here. We're going to have to wait and see how this track is going to change, how these guys are going to have to change with the racetrack. So we're going to take another look back and see what brings out our fourth caution flag of the evening here. It looks like Jason Gannell's, unfortunately, here in the 44 ride, 444 ride, unfortunately. Oh, Jim Revis in 43 ride, get up into the outside wall. Cody Ernest, John Quayle, they also stack up there. The 44 of Dustin Hopkins, the 11 ride of Dustin Fryer. Oh my. I don't know where this all started from. I think this all started from back here. If we take a look through corner number 1 and 2, I do believe Cody Myers and I do believe it was the 8 ride of Jeremy Vaughn come together here. You're going to see Vaughn get a little bit of contact right there. Kind of stacks everybody up. As everyone kind of gets stacked up, they all come in a little bit differently here through the field. Jim Previs hard up into the wall there. Then we see everyone else just kind of piling into it. Trying to avoid it, getting on the binders. Jim Previs turned around the wrong way. The 11, the 44. We are back to green flag racing here. We're going to continue on with this PeaceMaker Gaming Crank It Up. So crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite drivers as no, never mind. We're going to go back to the caution flag here. The yellow flag coming back out. I am not sure what happened this time. We're going to take a look back at this restart. Oh, Shane Yates hard into the outside wall. Cody Myers nowhere to go. Bryce Dixon's in there as well. Upside down goes Shane Yates. And a little bit of cautions, grading cautions here. Man, that was a little bit of a crazy one down there in corner number 1 and 2 as we were going back to the green flag. They were wrecking back here from about 8th position back as Shane Yates hard into that outside wall. Then everyone just once again, nowhere to go, getting collected in that one. Shane Yates going upside down. Tough break there for Yates as he's down parked pit side now. As we're going to jump right on board here with that 11 ride. See exactly what he sees. A little bit of contact there with Alex Brewer. Gets him up into that outside wall. Then he's just trying to hang on there. Then everyone else behind him gets into him and trying to hang on for dear life after that one. A tough break there as we're going to stack these drivers back up. We're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing as 21C ride of Charles Barnes still continues to lead the way here over a couple of his teammates as it's the 20R ride of Cody Gagliano there in second. Joshua Ely there in third. Lon Franks in fourth with the 8 ride of Jeremy Vaughn in position number 5. As we're going to get ready to set them back loose, we're going to go back to our PeaceMaker Gaming Crank It Up here as we're going to see a great battle here in the front of the field. right, ladies and gentlemen, as these laps continue to click off here, out in front, it's still Charles Barnes. It's all NLR as they're 1, 2, 3, and 4 out there on the racetrack. Out in front, though, Charles Barnes doing what he does best, looking to try to pick up the checkered flag here in this one. So we're going to hit 5 more laps left to go here. 5 more circuits for that 21C ride of Charles Barnes as Barnes out in front. Joshua Ely right there in second. Cody Gagliano up into third. Lon Franks now up into that 4th spot as Jeremy Vaughn's going to slide back to 5th. He's got James Stockton down to his inside. Here comes a couple more of those PWR rides as Chad Butterbow and Ty Dickinson, they're in 7th and 8th, battling side by side here, trying to work their way into the top 5. Bryce Dickinson, they're in 9th, battling side by side with John Quill Jr. for that 10th position on the racetrack. Alex Brewer now up into 11th. Joey Brewer right there in 12th. Jim Revis, Kobe Ernest, and Joel Phillips rounding out our top 15 here. Cecil Kirkpatrick, Dustin Pryor, Justin Hopkins, Jason Cannell, Shane Yates rounding out our top 20. As Charles Barnes continues to lead the way here. Barnes still out in front, continuing to click these laps up. Is that 21C ride out to about a 8/10 of a second lead. Out to a good run here, but we're going to see a late race caution flag. The caution flag coming out late in this one as Charles Barnes was so close to seeing that white flag fly. Actually, still looks like that white flag coming out here, so we may see this one go to the finish here under the caution flag. It may have been a blessing here for Charles Barnes, but the white flag has been displayed no matter what under the yellow conditions here, so maybe no green, white, checkered finishes here, so it may be the 21C ride of Charles Barnes picking up the checkered flag. We'll have to wait and take a look here as they go across the start-finish line. Charles down across the start-finish line right here. No, it looks like we are going to get a one-lap shootout, I do believe, here at the front of the field. So we are not going to finish under caution flag. We are going to go with the 2 laps to go. This one's just getting fired up. This one's just about to get crazy here as we're going to see what happens. It looks like Justin Hopkins in the 44 ride, unfortunately. Having some issues here as the 44 ride. Oh, just locks up the brakes there going into the corner, and that car gets spun around, pointing the wrong direction. As he takes it down pit side there, that's what brings out the caution flag. So a tough break there for the 44 ride as he's parked down pit side now. We're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. The lights are off, that official iRacing pace truck, and we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Ooh, baby, ladies and gentlemen, you came here for a show. Well, here you go, as this is where it's going to get going right here. This is going to become craziness. Single file restart. Charles Barnes trying to pick up this checkered flag with his teammate Joshua Ely. Cody Gagliano right there behind him, but they're going to be going for the win here as we are back to green flag racing, and a great restart there out of the 09 right of Joshua Ely. Ely down low to the bottom side here. The 21C up on the high side as these guys are going to duke it out here, as I do believe this is a one-lap shootout. So down the backstretch into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. We're going to see that checkered flag fly, and it's all Charles Barnes there at the line, picking up the checkered flag. So Barnes gets it done, picks up that checkered flag with Joshua Ely coming home in second. Cody Gagliano there in third. Lon Franks coming home in position number 4 as these guys are going to continue their little race here. Even though the checkered flag is already out, Charles Barnes picking up the checkered flag. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up here for that 21C ride of Charles Barnes. As Barnes already parking that ride down here on the front stretch, pulling her up into victory lane at the dirt track at Charlotte. He's ready to rock and roll. He's probably pretty excited to be back into victory lane here with that 21C machine, and he's going to have a couple teammates join him here on the front stretch as Joshua Ely coming home in position number 3, or actually in position number 2, and Cody Gagliano coming home there in third. So Jeremy Vaughn up inside the top 5 as well there in position number 5. Lon Franks was coming home there in 4th. James Stockton in 6th. Chad Putter, both a great run there in 7th. Ty Dickinson in 8th, and Bryce Dickinson coming home in that 9th position. John Quill Jr. rounding out our top 10 there is a great run and a great drive there, man. That was a lot of fun, man. That was a lot of fun. Charles being able to hold off the 09 ride with that green-white checkered finish there. That got a little bit crazy. Those guys were giving it everything they had out there on the racetrack, and that was a lot of fun. That's the way it goes. I let the guy pass me because he had the high line. Then when I'm up there, he tried to squeeze in, and knowing he had no room. I guess the countdown works on the restarts. Yeah, that's a tough one, Shane. That was a tough one, homie. That was a tough one. You're having a great run up there inside the top 10 again as well. Skyler, my boy, Mr. Pruitt, coming in with the 50-star dono again. The 96 Ryan Skyler, my boy. Much love, homie. Hashtag no break gang. No break gang. No breaks, bro. No breaks. Just nothing but driving straight through everybody. Yeah, you know, that's the way it goes most of the time. Most of the time. Michael coming in with the great run for all the DWR and NLR drivers, coming in with the congratulations there for Charles Barnes. Susie coming in cheering on Charles as well. That slide job was going to work. It was going to work, eh? You thought it was going to work. Fortunately, it didn't quite work out, but it was going to. You thought it was going to, at least. Susie coming in with the checkered flags. Great race, great show. Absolutely, Ty Guy. Absolutely, Sweet Pea Gang. Good run there as well for you and Bryce as well, man. You guys were fast. Massey finally let someone else win. I mean, really, for the most part, it's been Keith Hackney in the last little while here. Hackney's been lighting it up, but now Hackney's focusing more on the pavement stuff and less on the dirt stuff. And then as soon as basically Hackney left, you know, Massey came back, and no Massey or Hackney in this one. So gave a good run there for Charles Barnes to be able to pick up the checkered flag here tonight. I mean, I thought for a long time nobody was going to get around that Joshua Ely driver, man. That 09 machine just looked so fast, and unfortunately Charles got a good run, got to his outside, and from that point on never looked back. Cody Gagliano was fast all night long as well. We saw a lot of drivers, a lot of hard chargers through that one as well. We saw a lot of drivers, unfortunately, have some issues. We saw Alex Brewer make that contact there with Shane Yates. Yates ending his night. Brewer staying out there, but unfortunately a lot of damage and couldn't really work his way back through the field there, just coming home in the 11th position. But, man, we saw a lot of fast cars and a lot of drivers that I thought had maybe an opportunity to pick up the checkered flag here tonight. But Charlotte is it's pretty hard to pass here on this racetrack. Once it gets to that high side and the high side only, it gets very tough to make these passes without throwing those big slide jobs or, you know, relying on these caution flags or anything else to be able to get those side-by-side passes and everything. So it becomes very difficult for these guys to, you know, make those moves and everything else. Pretty hard to pass here. All right, as we're going to jump up into the Discord here with our top 3 drivers. Our race winner going to join us up here in the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. What is good, Johnny? What is good, Mr. Quill? John, great run, my boy. Good run. After having a couple issues there, getting collected and a few little wrecks here throughout the night, man, that 777 ride was looking very good. Worked your way up inside the top 10, I do believe. You came home, yeah, there in the 10th position. Good run, a good solid run, a good drive there for yourself. When Carlos Barnes wins, America wins. I like that. Everyone wins in America if he wins. What a great night of racing. Holy shit, that was fun. Yeah, it looked like you guys were having a lot of fun, man. We still saw some good 2, 3, 4 wide battles out there on the racetrack, especially once, well, it was still very tacky. The start of this feature event, man, it was so tacky out there, man. There were so many drivers. You had so many up on the high side and the bottom side through the middle. There was so much room to run, and it took quite a while before, the rest of the racetrack really slicked off, before, everyone kind of started to migrate just up to the high side or right around the tires there, where it became more of a 1-lane, maybe 2-lane racetrack. At the beginning, we had so many lanes for these drivers to battle out there, man. Made it for a lot of fun. Was this a block party? It's always a block party, baby. It's always a block party. Top 5 Papa Mike. Oh my, top 5 Papa Mike drivers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right, actually. Top 5 Papa Mike, and then you throw in 3 more there out of the top 10. So what do we got? We got, what, 8 drivers up in the top 10, all Papa Mike promotion cars? That's pretty good, man. Papa Mike, he sees talent out of everybody, man, but he can see talent where it is, and he makes the right calls. Papa Mike, he's got the eye for it, man. He's got the eye for that sponsorship to make sure that his drivers are always up there in the top 10, and we see 8 of them up there tonight, man. And I mean, Alex Brewer just on the outside there in 11th, Jim Revis there in 13th. I mean, those guys were very close to working their way into the show as well. Cody Myers was having a great run all throughout the beginning of the race as well. Cody right there up inside the top 5 as well. Unfortunately getting collected in a few wrecks late in this one. Coming home back there in the 22nd position. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump up into the broadcast booth here with our race winner. That 21C ride of Mr. Charles Barnes coming home with the win here tonight in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Carlos Barnes as Carlos picking up the checkered flag here. We're going to bring him up into the Discord for his post-race interview. All right, let me pull him up here. Hey, Charles, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Charles, my boy, what a run, what a drive, man. It was all NLR up there at the front of the field, man, as you guys duked it out between yourselves. We saw, you, Cody, and Joshua, battling 1, 2, and 3 there for so many laps. For the longest time, it didn't really look like anyone was going to have anything for that 09 ride, and finally got a good run. He went to the bottom side, he went to the high side, he got there to the outside of him there, and from that point on, you never looked back as you were able to make that pass and pull away. And every one of these restarts, he tried to stay right there with you, but after a couple laps, you were able to work that gap in back again and again and again and again, and no one could catch that 21C ride after you got that little bit of fresh air at the front of the field.
Yeah, that's one of those tracks. It's really fun up there on the top. It's real technical because there's a lot of you can wall ride really easy up there, but if you run it right, it can be really fast and you can run it cleanly and not have anybody sitting there yelling at you for wall riding. But it also was a very racy track throughout the race. I mean, there was tack on the bottom, and I heard some guys were running the bottom, passing cars. I mean, when there was marbles in the middle, you could run the middle and or slider line, and it was a pretty fun race. I just kind of tried to keep it, my nose clean and just stay up there in the top 3 as much as I could to where, I could have that car in contention later on in the race just in case.
Absolutely, man, and it was there and all race long, man. It looked very, very slick up inside the top 3 there, battling for the lead. And honestly, once you got that lead, were you a little bit nervous that you were going to see, one of your teammates there behind you, especially with that late race caution flag? Did you think, maybe you'd see a big slide job coming out of one of your teammates trying to, slide up in front of you, take this one away from you?
Yeah, honestly, that crazy restart we had there at the very end, that it wasn't really a green white checker, it was a green then checkered. I think Josh wasn't really anticipating that green checkered, and if it was me, I would have thrown that slider when he entered below me and entered into 3, and I think that's kind of where he messed up a little bit. But I figured it was going to come when I looked over there on him. He was staying on the bottom, so I was like, well, I'm just going to keep up here on the top and beat him to the line.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, you run it perfectly. You hit your lines the right way and hold these guys off here for yet again another checkered flag. I know it was quite a while there that you're continuously coming home in that second spot, the third spot there, just having these runner-up finishes. How does it feel to be back up here in victory lane and parked up here on the front stretch once again?
It feels really good. It's been a little bit since I've been on the top of the podium. We've had Keith running some races with us here and there, and
Let's go.
he's always a tough competitor. And then you got Massey, running some of the leagues every now and then, and he's definitely a tough competitor to race against. So it sucks that they weren't in it with us, but you take what you can get.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Charles, congratulations on picking up the checkered flag here tonight, man. Who would you like to thank for such a great run this evening?
I got to thank everybody over at Elite and NLR, all those guys. They working really hard to get faster and get better sets. And then I got to give a shout out to you for broadcasting, Cody and John for putting this thing together with Sim 500, and then Garrett Marshall at 789 Designs for my killer wrap.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congratulations on picking up the checkered flag. Hopefully, we'll get to see you back down here next, the next race, probably tomorrow night. I do believe you're in the series for tomorrow night, aren't you?
I am. I'll be there.
So, well, hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth tomorrow evening. Hopefully we'll maybe see you back up here in Victory Lane, as hopefully this can build some good momentum and see that 21C ride back up here, picking up these checkered flags more and more often.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Have yourself a great night.
You too.
Woo! What a run, what a drive there, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up one more time there for that 21C ride of Charles Barnes. As Charles picking up the checkered flag here tonight in this one, man. What a run. John Quill Jr., my boy Johnny, coming in with the 200-star dono. Are you kidding me, John? Are you kidding me, my boy? Coming in with another 50-star dono and another 50-star dono. Are you kidding me, homie? Are you kidding me? Johnny coming in, showing some massive love here, coming in with the big donos. Let's go. Let's go, my boy. Much love, homie. Much love. Next week, we are going to learn how to respect racing lines. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. Come on now. Couldn't be more proud and honored to be a part of DWR and NLR. PeaceMaker Gaming rocks. Let's go, Papa Mike. That's what I like to see, baby. That's what I like to see. Papa Mike has a good eye. He does. He definitely has a good eye. He's got all that eye for talent, baby, and that's what we love about him. Woo! Let's go, chat. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, chat, we're going to pull in. Yes, absolutely, Johnny. We're going to hearts all the way around, my boy. Hearts all the way around, my boy. Much love. Thank you for coming in with the big donos here once again, my dude. Much love, homie. As we're going to get ready to bring in our second place finisher, the 9 ride, the 09 machine of Joshua Ely. Is Ely coming home there in position number 2. A great run and a great drive here from that 09 ride. Is Ely having a great finish and a great night, leading some laps. Unfortunately, coming home one spot short of that checkered flag. We're going to pull in that 09 right here into the broadcast booth. Hey, Josh, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Oh, yeah.
Josh, my boy, a great run here tonight in this one, man. That 09 ride looked very, very stout. All evening long, we saw you lead a lot of laps. Unfortunately, they're about halfway through the race. You allowed your teammate there, that 21C, to get to your outside. Once he got up there, he had that big momentum run and was able to work his way around you. And all night long after that point, you stayed right there, glued to his back bumper, waiting for him to, make a mistake. But unfortunately, Charles just really never made that mistake and never really slipped up there where you could get that big run to get back down underneath of him or try to throw that huge slide job. We thought we were going to see it there with that green checkered finish that kind of surprised all of us. But that green checkered finish, we thought one of those NLR boys that were right there behind him, were going to throw that big slider to try to get up in front of that 21C machine.
Oh, yeah, I would have definitely threw it if I knew it was the last lap. I thought we were still racing for one more lap. And I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "There's still one more lap." He said, "No, that's the checker." I said, "When did that happen?"
Yeah,
I thought we were coming to the white.
Surprise one. Yeah, I honestly thought it was going to end under caution there for a little bit, as we up on the broadcast, just every time you guys kept going past the start finish line under that caution flag there, it just kept re-upping the white flag, so it just stayed on that white flag lap. So when he took the green flag, it was also the white flag there. So unfortunate break there for yourself, as that would have been a little bit, it would have been pretty awesome to see, see one of you guys try to go for that big slider. I'm sure we would have saw Cody Gagliano try to throw something there as well, and would have saw a great, probably 3-car finish there right down to the very end, but kind of catching you guys off, by a little bit of surprise there late in this one.
Yeah, it definitely threw us all off guard. Like I said, me and Cody was still racing at the end. I mean, we were giving it our all. We raced all the way back to the finish line. But yeah, if I would have known it was there, I think I probably would have done something. But nothing to take both of us out. I like NLR finishing 1, 2, 3. So I mean, all in all, it's a good night. Glad it was Charles or a teammate in general instead of somebody else that's not on the team.
Absolutely, my boy, and that's what it's all about, is always getting those, those good team finishes and making sure that one of those NLR boys or one of your teammates is up there at the front of the field like we saw here tonight, man. You, Cody, and Charles, all night long, the class of the field, man, you three were just always up inside the top 3. We saw Cody for a little bit get shuffled back into about the 5th, 6th position, but it didn't take him very long to work himself back up into that 3rd spot. But really, no one could get up there and really contend with you and Charles here throughout the evening, as you two were, the fastest cars here all night long, right down to the very end. Unfortunately, you come home one spot short and come home in that second spot. Still got to feel pretty good being up here on the podium, but does it feel like you might have gave this one away a little bit after, leading so many laps and having such a great car early on in this one?
Let's
Yeah,
go.
well, I knew when he got the run on the outside of me, all I want to do is let him by, get tucked back in him, let's get pulled away from the field. We'll battle at the last 5-10 laps, And we had pulled away from him for a little while before that last caution come out. But like I said, if I would have known it was a green white when on the restart, I probably would have done something a little different. But it is what it is. NLR's 1, 2, 3. You can't ask for much better.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Josh, congrats on the solid second place run here tonight, man. A great drive and a great finish here for the 09 team. Who would you like to thank here for such a strong performance here at Charlotte Motor Speedway?
First off, gotta thank the team, NLR. I mean, just a great group of guys to run with. They race you clean. Everything's hard racing. It's definitely not an easy win when you do get one. Milner Media Design for putting a badass wrap on the car. Taiwan On Outdoors, EPI, 09 Laser Engraving, KC Speedworks, Cypress Hearts. Gotta thank you for putting a badass broadcast on. Gotta thank the Sim 500 for giving us a place to race, and TNA for doing with all they do for this league, and Lightning McQueen for giving me the inspiration on the back wing. So
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congrats on the second place run here tonight, Josh. Hopefully, we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth next week, and hopefully, we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth, maybe one spot better and being out there in that victory lane.
Oh yeah, we're gonna rough somebody up to get first one day.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, have yourself a wonderful evening, and enjoy the solid 1, 2, 3 finish here for you and your teammates.
Oh yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for the 09 ride of Joshua Ely. Is Ely picking up the checkered flag here in this one? Yo, Austin Kennedy, Charles Barnes coming in with the reactions on the stream as well. Seth Castle with that like on the stream. Susie Dickinson, Jonathan Easterwood. Yancey Lee Cup coming in with that care reaction as well, coming in showing that love. Jamie Massey in the house. Massey, what is good, Massey? Yo, Zachary, what is good, Zach Attack? What is good, my boy? What is good, homie? Zach coming in, showing the love. What is good, my boy? What is good, homie? Good to see you as always. Some cheater named Carlos Barnes. Yeah, Carlos Barnes, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Carlos Barnes somehow got up there and won the race. I don't know how, but somehow he got it done. I don't know. Bryce says, watch out for them ghost cars pushing you up the track. They come out of nowhere. Yeah, they usually do. Laugh out loud. What we need to learn is throttle control. We would be better racing. Yeah, throttle control is something that it's not everyone has it. Not everyone has it right out of the get-go, but I mean, it takes some practice, and everyone's going to get a little bit better and better and better, slowly but surely. We're going to see more and more drivers get better throughout the series, and going to continue to see some wicked racing action. Zach Attack, Zachary coming in, smashing that reaction as well. What is good, Zach, man? What is good, my boy? Congrats, pimp. Old Colby. He said he got the tire dope from you, threw you under the bus already. Yeah, that tire dope, bro. That tire dope worked real good here tonight. It'd be like that, and Colby, you bastard, my tail many nights, but tomorrow night, Daddy coming to get that W. Ooh, Jamie, we're gonna see you in the Friday Night League, eh? Mr. Massey in tomorrow night's race. That's going to be a little bit more exciting. That's going to make things a little bit more exciting. Got a lot of good cars tomorrow in tomorrow's Street Stock League with the, the Dirt Clash Super Street Series. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be a ton of fun. But ladies and gentlemen, waiting patiently here up in the Discord, our third place finisher, a 20R ride of Cody Gagliano, having himself a great night as well, coming home here in position number 3. Give it up here for Cody Gagliano, as we're going to pull him up here into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Hey, Cody, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Cody, my boy, a great run and a great drive here once again tonight for yourself as you're able to work that 20R ride back into the top 3 as we saw you up there battling, for that second spot for quite a while at the beginning of the race, trying to jump up there and find something to get around Ely for quite a bit. And then for a little bit, you slid back there just ever so slightly. Everyone kind of jumped up to the high side, and they kind of freight trained you as you were down there on the bottom side. You slid back into about that 5th, 6th position. Didn't take you very long after that to work yourself back up inside the top 3. And from that point on, you, Josh, and Charles were just absolutely gone and keeping the rest of the field here at bay as the NLR drivers all having a great, great run here tonight in this one.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. Congratulations to Charles and Josh. But yeah, I got stuck down there on the bottom, and I told them boys, I said, well, guys, I'll see y'all later. I'm stuck out in the dry. It'll take me a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And it was just, missed timing there, really, and just an unfortunate break for yourself as it looked like for majority of the night it was, the bottom and the middle side worked fairly well. And then right there for about that 5-10 laps when you're stuck down there on the bottom side, it just seemed like the bottom just completely went away and everyone kind of all just single file up there on the high side for that little tiny bit. And you just continue to slide back a little bit more lap after lap after lap. And, that was definitely a tough break. We thought maybe you were going to fall back a little bit farther than what you would have. A good caution flag coming out, hopefully, just enough to kind of, give you a little bit of a break there so you didn't slide too far back as there were still, 3-4 drivers waiting to try to jump up and get around you there.
Yeah, I ran the bottom really good at the first of the race. I thought maybe I'd be able to get around Josh and maybe put it back up on the top, but he was just so smooth and so good up there on the high side, and so was Charles. I couldn't get around him, and then, like you said, it just went away, and I was just down there by myself in La La Land, and everybody was just driving around me like a train. So, and then the caution come out, and I was able to jump back up to the top and just make my moves and hit my marks.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Cody, another great run, another great finish here for that 20R team. Who would you like to thank here for such a strong performance here once again in this one?
Man, Next Level Racing, all them guys over there. Grip Hackney Racing, Elite Performance Industries, NH Lens, Papa Mike Promotions, man. It's been a lot blast and it's been a lot of fun. I'd like to thank you for putting the broadcast on. Best in the business, my guy. CM500 for letting us do this, and T-Data Motorsports for sponsoring it, man. If it wasn't for them guys, we wouldn't be able to sit here and have this fun and race every Thursday night. So big shout out to them.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congrats on the 3rd place finish, my boy. Hopefully, we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth throughout the rest of, the rest of this week and the rest of next week, and hopefully, we'll see you maybe a couple spots better and back up here in Victory Lane.
Man, I'm hoping and praying.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congrats on a good run here again tonight, and we'll see you hopefully back up here next week.
All right, brother. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have yourself a wonderful night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for that 20R ride of Cody Gagliano as Cody coming home there in position number 3. Give it up for all these drivers here tonight, man, as they all did a great job, a fantastic run and a fantastic drive here all evening long by all these drivers, man. These guys put on a heck of a show and a heck of a drive here for each and every one of them, man. You guys were absolutely killing it here all night long. If you guys haven't already, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button if you're new here. If you're also watching over on YouTube Gaming, make sure you hit that subscribe button as we continue to work on trying to hit that 200 subscriber mark. We're oh so close. We're so close to that one as we continue to try to work and build our YouTube channel up more and more and more and more, trying to get that a little bit better here and there, trying to build that YouTube side up just ever so slightly more, just to have a little bit more fun. So if you guys haven't already, if you guys are watching over on Facebook and you want to jump over to the YouTube channel and show it some love with a like or hitting that subscribe button over there as well on the channel, we'll throw that up into the broadcast link there as well for anyone that wants to take a look at the YouTube channel side of things. If you guys want to go over there and show the YouTube some love, there is the link there to that one, as these guys always putting on a great show here, and we're always live on both of them. We always do the dual stream. We'll probably continue to do the dual stream on both sides of Facebook and YouTube for quite a while until maybe maybe we get partnered on one or the other. I'm not sure what the restrictions are on YouTube partners, if you can still multi-stream or not. If we can, then we will continue doing both, but if not, then we'll just turn YouTube into strictly, certain nights, or we'll turn YouTube into just videos and replays, and then we'll have all of our live streams still over on Facebook. But we got to stick with Facebook. That's our bread and butter right there, is Facebook gaming, baby. It's our bread and butter right there. That's where we got to stay. That's where all the love is. Michael coming in, showing the love. Hashtag PeaceMaker. Let's go, baby. All right, chat. Unfortunately, we are going to call it there on that note, man. Some wicked racing action, some wicked fun out there as these drivers had a lot of fun. We saw a lot of great racing, a lot of great battles all around the racetrack. But unfortunately, we are going to call it there on that note. I can't thank you all enough for tuning in, man, and having a wicked fun night here with us up here in another fantastic broadcast as these guys put on a great show. A huge shout out to all of my sponsors: Merkley AG Tire, Papa Mike Promotions, Premier Racing Setups, and then obviously huge shout out here to Superior Racing Wheels, Sim 500, Dirt Esports League, and TNA Motorsports for coming in and helping, making sure that all of this can happen and that all these drivers have a place to race here every Thursday night as these guys put on another wicked show for us. And a huge thank you to each and every one of the drivers and all the fans tuning in, hitting that like button, the shares button, the follows, the new subscribers, everybody. I can't thank each and every one of you enough. Jonathan, my boy, Mr. Wiley, coming in, smashing that like as well. What is good, Jonathan? Jonathan coming in, showing that love. What is good, homie? How you doing? How you doing, my boy? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful night as well. But unfortunately, we're at the end of the evening, so I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in, man. Jonathan, what is up, my boy? What is up, my boy? Unfortunately, you just caught the end of this one, Jonathan. Unfortunately, you just caught the end of this one as we're unfortunately taking off, getting ready to go to work here for the night. So unfortunate break there, but man, a great race and a great run. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch it live, you can go back in a couple minutes here, or even probably about a minute from once the race ends, and you can re-watch it. You can go back. You can choose where you want to watch it from and get all the action here throughout the evening and re-watch some wicked racing action. But unfortunately, we're going to end it there, chat. See y'all tomorrow evening for some more racing action. Peace out, baby. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. I'll watch the replay on YouTube. Let's go, baby. Let's go, my boy. That's what I like to see right there.